The first term that we have to discuss is network topology. Fine. This term topology has a very simple meaning. This topology means a map. In easy words, we can say that this term topology means a map or a layout through which we can easily connect multiple computers in a networking. Fine. Now it provides us a method, a way through which we can connect our computers in a networking. Fine. Now let's read and learn. The way of connecting computers, different computers in a network is known as topology. It refers to the way in which the nodes of a computer are linked together physically. It means all the methods that we use for connecting the computers, these methods are termed as topologies. Fine. Whether you are using a simple wired connection or a wireless connection, in all these modes, the technology, the terms that we are using, these are a part of some kind of topologies. Fine. So now one by one we have to learn about all these topologies, and we also have to discuss about their advantages and disadvantages. So now let's begin. Well, types of topologies. In general, our topology has three categories. The first one is termed as a star, second is ring, and the third one is bus. Fine. These topologies have a very simple and a very unique name, and these names are on the basis of their structure. Fine. The star topology has a star-like structure, that's why it is termed as a star topology. Whereas this ring topology is circular in shape, or it has a ring-like structure, something like this. That's why it is termed as ring topology. Whereas in a bus topology, everything is connected in a single serial line like a bus. That's why it is termed as a bus topology. Fine. But these are not the only three categories that we do have. We have three more type of topologies. Fine. The other three are termed as mesh topology, hybrid topology, and tree topology. Fine. So after learning these three, we have to discuss about these extra topologies also. Fine. Now let's read the star topology first. As from the name, it is given as a star, so it means it will have a star-like structure. Fine. Now for making it a star-like structure, in this topology, it has a central device. This central device is termed as either a hub or a switch. And all the computers of this networking are connected to this central hub or switch only. Fine. Now this topology is best for a small network, but it has some disadvantages also. Fine. The best part of this topology is that if any of the computer is not working properly, in that case the whole network will not affect. Now let's take an example first. Suppose one day you were using your computer, and suppose you are using computer number 2 and your other 4 friends are using these 4 computers. Fine. Now let's say that for any difficulty your computer is not working properly, or this wire, this connection wire is temporarily broken. Fine. So in that case, only your computer will not be able to be a part of that network, whereas all these 4 computers can easily share their files in the network because of the central hub. Fine. So it is the best thing of this topology that if any of the single computer is not working, still all the computers can work because of the central hub device. And one more best thing is that in this topology we have a central device, a central hub or a switch, and this central hub or switch manages the data traffic also. Fine. So it means that if one or more computer is asking for a common resource, in that case this hub or this switch will easily prioritize the sources. Fine. Now let's say that in the same network we have a printer P. Fine. And this computer 1, computer 5, computer 4, these 3 all want to use the printer. So in that case, this hub will provide the printer to all these one by one. Fine. Let's say that first computer 4 was requesting, so that's why computer 4 will get it first. After that the request was from computer number 5, so after that it will get, and then after that the computer number 1 has given the request, so after that computer number 1 will get the printer as a resource. Fine. So this central device can easily manage the traffic or the data of the networking. Fine. Well, now let's read. In a star topology, all the nodes are connected to a central system called switch. Fine. It can be a hub or switch, okay, which forwards data towards its destination. Fine. So what generally happens, we just have to send our data from the computer to the hub or switch, and then hub or switch can easily pass on the data to the other computers. And the one more best thing is that this star topology is generally very secure in nature. Fine. Suppose you want to send something to computer number 5 and you are using computer number 2. So in that case, when you will send that data will directly go to the computer number 5 from this hub or this switch, and this computer number 1, 3 and 4 will not be able to access the data because of data security of hub or switch. Fine. But it has one biggest disadvantage also. That biggest disadvantage is that if the central hub or switch is not working properly, fine, suppose that there is a malfunction in this hub or switch, in that case the whole network will not work. It means neither a single computer will be able to participate in the networking. Fine. So it means if your hub is working properly, you can be in the network, but if your hub is switched off or it is not working, in that case you cannot be a part of network. Fine. Now let's read the advantages and disadvantages. The first advantage is that it is cost effective. Fine. As you can see over here, all the computers are connected separately with the hub or switch. It means we are using less wires. First thing, we are using less resources, that's why it takes less cost. Second is, if any of the local computer fails, the network is unaffected. Now let's see what is that. If, as I have told you just now, that if this computer is disconnected in the network, in that case all these remaining 4 can easily participate. Fine. Then next we have one disadvantage also. That disadvantage is the system crucially depends on the central switch. It means in this topology everything depends on the central controlling device, and if that device fails, the entire network goes down. Fine. Now let's suppose that these 5 computers are using the network, and suddenly just because of some error this hub or switch stopped working. So in that case the whole network will stop and every computer will suffer the data loss, or they will not be able to take a part in the networking. Fine. Just because of this central device. Okay. So that's why the central device is very important in this star topology. Fine. I hope that you have got this much. Then next we have ring topology. Fine. There's one more thing better. When you will write the notes in the notebook, you have to make all these diagrams. Fine. You have to make these block diagrams in your register along with these definitions. Next we have ring topology. As you can see from the structure only, in this ring topology we have a ring like structure. Fine. Instead of that central device, यहाँ पर we don't have a hub or switch. Okay, we don't have a hub or switch over here, but instead of a hub or switch, what we have, all these computers are directly connected to each other. Fine. Well, we can see that this computer number 1 is connected to computer number 2 and computer number 5. Similarly, computer number 2 is connected to computer number 1 and computer number 3. Fine. And this computer number 3 is connected to computer number 2 and computer number 4, and this computer number 4 is connected to computer number 4 and computer number 5. This 5 is connected to 4 and 1. It means here every computer is connected to the next computer. Fine. It means every computer is connected to the next computer. Fine. Now the best thing of this networking is that if by mistake this cable is not working properly, fine, if this cable is not working properly, still our computer number 1 is able to transfer the data to computer number 2. Fine. अब देखो यहाँ पर क्या होता है बेटा, if this cable is working, in that case 1 will directly transfer the data to computer number 2. But if in case this cable is not working properly, in that case this 1 will pass the data to computer number 5, then 5 will pass the data to 4, then 4 will pass the data to 3, and this 3 will pass the data to 2. Fine. So by this we can easily share our resources, but it has a very biggest problem. The problem is that because we are sharing our data from computer to computer, so that's why the security of data is very less. Fine. Suppose that you are sending a very important file. So if in case you will send that file to computer number 5, it is a possibility that the user will read that file. And if the user is reading that file, in that case the confidentiality of the data will be very less. Fine. Now let's read. In a ring topology, all the nodes are connected in a closed loop. Fine. As you can see over here that everything is in a closed chain or in a closed loop. Fine. Each device is connected to other two on the either sides. Fine. As you can see over here that every computer is connected to the other two. Fine. Now data travels only in one direction. Fine. It means either it can travel from this side or it can travel for this side at a time. Fine, it means at a time we can't have bidirectional data flow. Bidirectional means at a time or in a single instant this 1 and 2 cannot communicate to each other. But what they can do, at one time only one PC will send the data and the other one will receive. Fine, and each computer passes the data to the next one. Fine, instead of passing the data directly to the machine, they have to pass the data to the other one. Now let's suppose this one wants to send something to computer number 3. So in that case, first this PC number 1 will send the data to PC number 2, and then from this PC number 2 the data will be given to PC number 3. Fine, it means it will not directly pass the data to PC number 3. Okay, now let's read the advantages and disadvantages. First one, it is more reliable. Fine, reliable because in this, if in case your connection string is not working properly or any of the cable is not working properly, still you can take part in the networking. Fine. Then the ring network requires more complicated control software. Fine, this network needs a very complicated software because every node is sharing the data to the next node. Fine. Then next, failure of one node results in the failure of entire network. Fine, if in case any one single computer is not working, I'm not saying the cable is not working. Now let's say this computer number 2 is not working. Fine, if the computer number 2 is not working, in that case the computer number 1, 2 and 3, all these computers can have a data loss. Fine, so it may cause a data loss for all the devices in the network. Fine, so that's why every unit has to be active and fit and fine. The next topology we have as bus topology. Fine, so as the name is given, it is bus. Now here this bus means in a single line or in a sequence. Now let's have a look here. Here's the example of a bus topology. As you can see this picture. Fine, it's example of our bus topology. In this bus topology, you can see that we have this central wire. This central wire is the main wire which carries the data. And at the end of this wire, we have these terminators. Fine, these terminators are the endpoints, controllers of this network. And all the computers are hooked into this particular central line. Fine. Now, the best thing of this networking is that in this networking, data flows in a sequence from one node to another. Fine, and every node has a separate line for itself. But there's a very big problem in this networking. If just because of any error this line is broken or this line is not working properly, in that case the entire network will stop. The first problem. The second problem is that if because of any issue any one computer is disconnected, in that case that computer will not receive the data files. And then the next biggest problem is that in this networking, hackers or attackers can very easily connect. Fine, the biggest and the most common example of this bus topology is the cable network. Fine, the cable TV network that we have, it is an example of bus topology. Fine, now let's read and learn. In a bus topology, all the nodes are connected to a central cable called bus. Fine, what is this bus? Bus means a wire. Fine, in our computer we have some system buses I have taught you earlier. Fine, so these system buses are the wires inside a computer. Fine, so this cable, this central cable is also termed as bus. Fine. Now, the transmission from any node travels the length of the bus in both directions. It means if you are sending some data, that data, if you are sending from this node, that data will go from here up to the end point. Fine, it means data will travel from one node to another. The bus has terminators. It means in this bus we have some endpoints, and these endpoints will mark the end of the networking also. Fine, which prevent bouncing of signals. Now the best thing is that if this terminator is working properly, the data will not bounce back. Fine, now let's read the advantages and disadvantages. The best thing is that these networks are very easy to connect. Fine, these networks are very easy to connect because what we have to do, suppose I want to connect one more PC. So what I will do, I will just simply connect a connector over here and then I will plug in that PC over this side. Fine, and like this I can easily connect any number of computers in the central wire only. And the second biggest advantage is that failure of one node does not affect the network. Fine. Now let's say that this computer is not working. In that case, the other three can easily work on the network. Fine. And there is one disadvantage also. A signal on the bus must be strong enough to reach the receiver. Now suppose the signal that we were getting that was very low. तो वहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम क्या आएगी भाई, सिग्नल यहाँ से चला, कंप्यूटर नंबर 1 will get the signal with a high frequency, fine, then 3 will get the signal with the high frequency, and when this signal will reach to computer number 2 तो क्या होगा, सिग्नल की फ्रीक्वेंसी कम हो जाएगी और हो सकता है कंप्यूटर नंबर 4 तक का सिग्नल की फ्रीक्वेंसी बिल्कुल खत्म हो जाए. फाइन. सो देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट द डेटा फ्रीक्वेंसी विल डिक्रीज इफ आवर नेटवर्क स्ट्रेंथ इज लो. फाइन. So it was all about the bus topology. Now we have next two. These are two additional topologies, but still we have to learn about these two. We have to write their definitions also. Fine. The next one is termed as tree topology. Fine. This term tree means it has a tree-like big or a vast structure. Fine. This tree topology is a combination of a star topology and bus topology. Fine. Star topology means in this we will have some hubs or switches, and bus topology means there will be a central single line which will carry the networking signals. So as you can see in this picture, we have the central line. Fine. The central line is example of bus, and in this central line we have three hubs which are connected. Fine. And with these three hubs there are some computers which are connected. So this is the overall example of a tree topology. Okay. Then next we have mesh topology. This term mesh means a net. Fine. Or something which is like a net. Fine. So in this mesh topology, everything is so messy because every computer is connected to the other one of the network. Fine. It means every computer is connected to the other one. Fine. Now let's read and learn. A network setup where each computer and network device is interconnected with each other, allowing for most transmission to be distributed even if one of the computer connection go down. It is termed as mesh topology. Fine. In this case, if any of the computer connection is not working properly, still the network will run fit and fine. Fine. As you can see that every node is connected to the other one. Fine. Our first computer is connected to 4 computers. Then this one is also connected to all 4s. This one is also connected to all 4. This one is also connected to all 4. So in this case, if any of the line is not working, still all the computers will be in the network. Fine.